गौसिया कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग में कॉलेज डे की धूम। कॉलेज डे सेलिब्रेशन 2025। जश्न गौसियाना का वाह क्या खूब मंजर। ये खूबसूरत व खुशनुमा मंजर आप देख रहे हैं जश्न गौसियाना का। गौसिया कॉलेज के खूबसूरत कैंपस में स्टूडेंट्स के चमकते दमकते चेहरे, खुशी से झूमते हुए चेहरे, हर स्टूडेंट में टैलेंट, हर स्टूडेंट में एक से बढ़कर एक स्किल और इन तमाम स्टूडेंट्स की हौसला अफजाई, एनकरेजमेंट के लिए इनामात की बारिश। जी हां दोस्तों, रामनगर में गौसिया कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग ने 31 मई 2025 सैटरडे बड़े धूमधाम से पूरे जोशो खरोश के साथ अपना एनुअल डे मनाया। VTU स्किल डेवलपमेंट सेंटर वुमेन सेल की चेयरपर्सन डॉक्टर संध्या और अन्वेकर गौसियाना 2025 की चीफ गेस्ट थी। डॉक्टर संध्या ने कॉम्पिटिटिव स्पिरिट, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल, मॉरल वैल्यूज, एथिक्स, इस सिलसिले में काफी कीमती बातें, मोटिवेशनल बातें पेश की। हाउ टू फेस द इंटरव्यूज, हाउ टू फेस द चैलेंजेस अहेड, व्हाट आर द रिक्वायरमेंट्स एंड एक्सपेक्टेशंस ऑफ इंडस्ट्री। इस तरह डॉक्टर संध्या की स्पीच स्टूडेंट्स के लिए काफी अहम थी। गौसिया कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग की गवर्निंग काउंसिल के चेयरमैन तनवीर हक ने प्रेसिडेंशियल एड्रेस में स्टूडेंट्स और फैकल्टी के अपीयरेंस, कॉस्ट्यूम और तमाम स्टूडेंट्स के चमकते दमकते हुए चेहरे, जोशो जज्बे पर खुशी का इजहार किया। तनवीर हक ने तमाम स्टूडेंट्स की कामयाबी के लिए नेक ख्वाहिशात का इजहार किया। कॉलेज के प्रिंसिपल डॉक्टर NS कुमार ने ये खुशखबरी दी कि गौसिया कॉलेज ने इस साल से कई नए कोर्सों का आगाज किया है। कई नए कोर्सों को गवर्नमेंट का अप्रूवल हासिल हुआ है और पिछले चंद सालों में इस इदारे ने काफी तरक्की की है। गौसियाना 2025 के कन्वेनर डॉक्टर सैफुल्लाह खान, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर प्रोफेसर एजाज अहमद व दीगर इस मौके पर मौजूद रहे। गौसिया कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग के एक स्टूडेंट अरमान अयूब ने टाइकोंडो में इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर गोल्ड मेडल जीता है। गौसिया के कई स्टूडेंट्स स्पोर्ट्स और कल्चरल प्रोग्रामों में बढ़ चढ़कर हिस्सा लेते हुए आ रहे हैं। इतना ही नहीं, VTU की सतह पर कई स्टूडेंट्स ने रैंक हासिल करते हुए अपना और अपने कॉलेज का नाम रोशन किया है। इन तमाम स्टूडेंट्स को सर्टिफिकेट और प्राइजेस पेश करते हुए फेलिसिटेट किया गया। जनूबी हिंद न्यूज रिपोर्ट।
Dr. NS Kumar to deliver the welcome address and felicitate our chief guest. Please put your hands together for one and only Dr. NS Kumar.
Very happy to welcome all the dignitaries on the dais. At the outset, I welcome Mr. Tanvir, Chairman, Governing Council, Gausiya College of Engineering. He is the son-in-law of our Mumtaz Ahmad Khan. And he is our beloved trustee who is to encourage all activities. I have seen him since 35 years. He is helping a lot. Welcome to you, sir. Heartfelt welcome. Introduce you. Very prominent personality meeting you, Miss Dr. Sandhya or Anvika. I know her since more than 10 years. She is a PhD holder in management studies from Karnataka University, and she has more than 25 years of experience in academics and more than 8 years in the industry. charge as a principal. After serving this college for 35 years in civil engineering department, from October 2024, I thank management for making me principal. Next is all important events have occurred by the grace of God. We got NAC accreditation for 5 years till 2028 from Delhi. Next is our college got award Outstanding Institute with Excellent Infrastructure and Green Campus Award on 14th India Education Summit 25 during February 25. Our Professor Ejaz Ahmad in person went and received the award from Delhi. We got sanction for offering BE degree in cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, and AI courses from the year 24-25 approved. Next important is DTE, which visited on 5/11/24 for sanctioning diploma in computer science, electronics, electrical, civil engineering. We got approved in yesterday. Again, that was approved. Next is following faculty got doctorate. Dr. Omar Khan Durrani, Dr. Rajeshwari, Dr. Buran Basha from SRM University, and Dr. Vinay Kumar, all from VTU Convocation. This is very, very important, getting doctorate.
written in English for exams, and I am going from there onward. So imagine my flight to class. First PUC, second PUC, that is the first time that we heard something in English. And mind you, that English was only in English class. External college, very difficult. Everybody used to come to one another medium. Even I was from Marathi medium. I have most of them from Kannada medium. That is why it was taught in Kannada, only English was in English. So remember my English class. Second PUC, institution, because I have been coming here for last few years. I was earlier working with the government of Karnataka in the Department of ITBT as a state officer for skill development, and we had one program being initiated here, New Age Innovation Network. I remember coming for those visits. That time Dr. Kumar was the coordinator for the program, and we had a full-time manager there, and it was a wonderful association which went on for almost 4.5 years. It was very nice that we established a good center, some patents were acquired, and the students and the faculties were very proactive in all the initiatives of ITBT department. I remember the manager, Mr. Sadiq, who is no more now. I feel very sad for losing him at a very early time. He was a pillar of strength from this college along with Dr. Kumar. Whenever there was a program of any ITBT, whether it's a Bangalore Tech Summit or Elevate Karnataka competitions or any other talks or lectures or graphics and all that, a phone call from me to Mr. Kumar and Mr. Sadiq was enough. They arranged a bus full of students to come to Bangalore. I think we must clap for this because not such a wonderful support I got from any other college. So that is how I have little fond memories with this college. And I always love to come back here because the ambience, yes, I think once upon a time I had commented to Dr. Kumar, the campus is beautiful, it's so green. And I think recently you got the award in greenery. So maybe I have been a visionary. So I and the students, I'm so happy to see all of you sitting so disciplined and with so much attention. I don't know whether it is about compulsion or about your passion, but it's really impressive. Hats off to you. If I know how much time I have to talk, maybe half an hour? Yeah. I don't want to bore them much. So what I'll do is first few minutes I want to spend on what exactly we do at VTUHDC, because today I'm attending this program in my official capacity as a director. Okay. So after working from the government, I came back to VTU and we had 2 skill development centers under VTU which were doing some type of training within VTU itself. So when I took over, we established more than 107 skill hubs as well as the VTU skill development centers, which are into lots of skilling, reskilling, upskilling and cross-skilling. Has anybody heard this new latest cross-skilling? you may not be. So here, skilling to everybody knows. When you don't have any skill you acquire, you are skilled. The same skill, when you little bit learn more, it is reskilling. If you have forgotten, you have to recall it, and that is reskilling. And then we go to upskilling. In the sense, you are upgraded in the same skill at a very high level. So this all everybody knows, and there are lots of initiatives from Government of India, Government of Karnataka, and they are for the students, they are for general masses, they are for the people, they are for the gender also, maybe for women separately, for men separately, dropouts and all that. So this is what is the skilling, reskilling, and upskilling. Recently, most of the employers, especially the industry, is looking at the cross skilling. So it means you are there specialized and skilled in one particular domain, but you require another skills also to back up that role of performance. For example, now you get placed somewhere in Germany. You're going to Germany, but you don't know the German language. You don't know the German culture. You may be very good engineer in your own domain, but then to learn about the skills of people skills, for example, the communication, the language, the local language, the local culture. So all these are very important. So now companies are looking at the employees, prospective employees who have all these kinds of skills also. And that is why we are doing lots of things into this. And shortly, I think the NSS is going to invest very massively with VTU, because we are the important partner of training in whole of Karnataka. We rank almost third in the whole country in the training, whether it's a Vishwakarma training, PMKV or any other thing. So this is about my university where lots of things are there, and part of this, we also have invested a lot in your college. So basically it was 9 which I came from the government of Karnataka. Now it is through VTU. We have established a VTU Skill Development Center which will be operational maybe another 15-20 days it will take. And also side by side we also have done internships for your college which are funded by NSCC and by VTU. And I hope it was a very wonderful learning experience to all of you. Shortly we will also link you to the Placement Connects which VTU has. And this is what the story of skill development goes in VTU with its affiliated colleges. Now this is what is my official profile. I do not want to talk much on that because probably that may not be very important right now for you. So let us take to you my power packed talk with you. Because you all are, I think most of you are graduating shortly, and most of the students must be knowing what exactly what's happening, what ma'am is going to address us, and what is that we are supposed to learn from her. Basically, I have been a professor of management, and people skills is the management skill that everybody knows. Otherwise, probably I wouldn't have stood here as a director for skill development, managing all the engineers, managing all the engineering colleges. It's not boasting up. I'm saying that we may not be technological sound, but we are very sound in talking. That you will say after some time after I complete my talk. So I start with the important qualities which are supposed to be for all of us to learn and also be aware of. Which is the most important quality that each one of us have to have? Can somebody from the audience answer to me this? I already said people skill. What is that most important thing that we should have in us, whether we are going to be employed or we're going to be students or we're going to be a family member or society member, whatever. What is that very important? Can someone tell me what is that most important quality that one has to adopt? Now I gave you the example also. I said that I'm managing all the engineers and the technology in V2 and affiliated colleges. I also said it's a people skill. What is that? People skill. Yeah? No? No? Pardon? Communication. Can you please stand up? Stand up. Big hands for her. Yes, communication. Very, very important. Thank you. Now coming to the second quality. Very important. Empathy. I hope you know what is the difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy is feeling for somebody. Somebody died, somebody happened something, somebody something, and you say, oh, so sad. Very sad, sorry to hear this. Oh, my prayers go with to that person and all. So this is what is sympathy, which is only a lip service. What is empathy? Empathy is putting yourself in the shoes of the person. Feel those feelings, which are undergone by that person. And the one which you understand that so intensively, and then you reciprocate to the person by some emotions, it is called empathy. Again, I'll give one simple example there. Motivation. Unless we are motivated, we cannot do well in life. Am I right? Again, coming back to mother itself. Morning when you are leaving the house and if mother scolds you, throughout the day you are angry. Am I right? Because you feel that why she should scold me. And if somebody says, maybe in the college here, some girl says to the boy, I love you. Now how is the feeling? Don't hide. I know. I have also undergone you people like this. Okay. So the loving words are always motivating. Supporting words are always motivating. If somebody insults you, somebody humiliates you, somebody condemns you, it is very sad because that will demotivate. Again, I'll give an example here. Motivate, right? So motivation is the one key to success. So all of us should remember, even if you say something to your friend, demotivating, the person will give of life. Many cases are like this. So please remember, motivation also is very important. Then comes personality. Now personality is not only what you're sitting here. Personality also is what are your social images. I was told maybe 3 months back, one girl, she posted some message, some post or some reel, something in Instagram. Okay. Usually we post there because we like to see how many likes we got. That motivates us, we feel so. It's a virtual presence. Okay. And we think that it's nice that I'm appreciated, people are commenting and all that. So this girl posted that some message. Till evening she saw hardly 14-15 likes. She felt very sad. What is this? My name reel dala hai and nobody is appreciating and all. By evening she committed suicide. Simple reason. My post was not liked. What is this? In such an area of technology, the life has become so fragile, the mind has become so fragile, and that people are not taking it very seriously that life is precious. And for small things, people are giving away lives. So personality should be very strong enough. It's not only your physical personality, also your intrinsic or the cognitive or the mental personality. So guys, please remember, tomorrow when you're going to jobs, you have to be very strong in your virtual presence also. Many of the companies will reject the students after the offer letters. Simple reason. They'll check their LinkedIn, they'll check their Facebook, they'll check their Instagram, and they'll check their WhatsApp also. I don't know how do they do that. They check, and somewhere if they find the person is not fit to their requirements of an employee, they reject these candidates to join the company. So you have to be very alert about what is my social image. What is that I am looking to people in a virtual world. That is also very important, because if you see that reference check which comes to your professors or to your college, after that there will be virtual checkup where people are going to see how do you are active in this social life and virtual life and how you are projecting your image or your personality in the. So please remember, this is also very important. Then comes ethics. Very important. Without ethics, I think nothing can be possible in life. So what is ethics? Ethics is nothing but the moral code of conduct, or what we feel is right, we should do. What is not right, we should not do. So what happens? I can come back to the same virtual presence. I was told one of my Deshbhakti, because many times we forget sitting here that what the country is giving to us or what we are supposed to give to country. Now when we talk about countrymen, no religion, no caste, no language, no gender comes into this. It's only, giving something to your own motherland. And when you think about that, you become an honest citizen and the country can prosper.
And the honorable chief guest, मंजिल उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है, उनसे कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है।
Our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Sandhya, members on the dais, my beautiful students, beautifully decked up, beautifully dressed, made up, like you're all on a wedding spree right now, and teachers who are also equally well dressed up, and parents if they are around. I welcome you all on this joyful occasion. You just heard a wonderful talk by Ms. Sandhya. I mean, it wouldn't have been better than what she has said. Every word is a golden word she's used. And I hope you all heard it and you will follow, most important. Hearing, reading is one thing, but actually doing it is what matters the most. Not only what matters the most, it's what matters, finished. Story gets closed there. So we are very lucky to have such an eminent personality with us today, who very briefly has highlighted, I think, 6 points. How many points? I'm going to ask you all what points she has talked about. Okay? So only then I'll be satisfied you have heard what she has talked and you're going to follow what she has talked about. And I would like to point out that I'm very disappointed with the children who have come late. Discipline, punctuality. Without this, you are nowhere. You will go nowhere in life. Remember these words: discipline and punctuality. Without this, your whole life will be a mess. You may think you have succeeded. No, you will never succeed without these two qualities. So next time any event is there, I would expect a full house and not one person coming late. Will you do that? Will you do that or not? Particularly the latecomers. I would like the latecomers to tell me, will you do that or not? Obviously they're going to do it because nobody is answering. And I think at least 50 people came late and more than 30, 40 would have missed. I know you all want to celebrate. You've all come to have a lovely day today, which you all earned it. You've performed in your cultural contests last few days and you need to pick up your prizes. And just a few words, I just try to quickly wrap up in summary what Ms. Sandhya has said. Like, I fully endorse what she said because I believe communication. You must communicate. If you have any doubt, ask. Never go away from a lecture or from meeting somebody when you have something in your mind, you need to ask. Unless you ask, you will never learn. And communication, like today, I was so happy and this beautiful young lady from Kashmir, she spoke in Kannada. I was overjoyed. I was bowled over, I will say. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. She spoke so fluently. Did you understand what you said? You did. Where is Kashmir? Where is Bangalore? Our own Bangaloreans, half of them don't know Kannada. We must respect our state language, we must respect our country, and we must learn to communicate. That effort is what is important. So I wish you will all put a lot of mind to it, that you must communicate between each other. Children who are less talented must be helped by children who are better talented, better ranked students. You must take part in all activities because I believe in an all-round development of a person. It's not just studies. Unfortunately, our system in India is focusing on children just mugging and then coming and vomiting in the exam. That's not what it should be. It should all be on a practical basis. That's how it's taught in Japan, for example. Everywhere in the world, it's practicality. What you study, you must put it into effect. Not just your dream must be to pass, to get a high rank, to get into a new job. You should understand what you're studying. If you do that, more than half your battle is won. So you have to put in that effort and try to understand not just your subject, everything in life. Whether it is your studies, whether you're taking part in a cultural activity, you're taking part in sports, or in religious activity, anything you do, you must understand. Without understanding and doing will lead you again to nowhere. But if you understand and do it, you'll do it perfectly, and you'll make the others understand what you're doing and follow what you're doing. So that's another request of mine, which you must implement in your life. In the very beginning, you will not proceed in life. Now, ethics is following the principle and setting an example. Because I believe setting an example is what makes you a better human being. You do something good, somebody else sees you doing good, and they will follow you. Out of 10 people, at least one person will follow you if you do good. If you're walking on your campus, you see a piece of paper lying on the ground, pick it up. You're not shaming yourself, you're not disgracing yourself doing that. Pick it up. Find a dustbin and put it. 10 people will be watching you do that, including the person who's thrown the paper. Hopefully, next time he will not do that. This is what is basic discipline. And this should come from the very, very, very beginning. Unfortunately, we are not taught that in school, we are not taught that in life. But this is what the other countries have done. For example, what Ms. Sandhya was suggesting, Japan. From childbirth, literally from childbirth, the children are taught to be disciplined, to be compassionate. All the words she used, basically, to be patriotic. Every word she used as a heading today are taught by the children. That's how when they grow up, they are like ideal human beings. This is what every religion teaches us actually. But we don't follow our religions. We follow our religions just to make mockery of others and to fight with each other. But if each one of us followed our religion as it teaches, because every religion teaches you the same thing basically. Live peacefully with each other, help each other, respect each other, is what we need to do. So this is what I'd like you all to do, because religion is very, very important part of life, which we Indians, luckily has still got it in us, but we don't follow it. Most of the people in the world don't have that anymore, but still they follow what religion teaches. Japan, for example, like I'm telling you now, they teach you to respect your neighbor. They teach you to keep your surroundings clean. They teach you to help each other. But they don't follow any religion. They're supposed to be Buddhism is supposed to be their main religion, but 99% of the Japanese don't follow religion. But then they follow what our religions teach us without them going into religion. So these are the things which you must inculcate, and you must set that example, because everybody around you will then, hopefully, one by one, will also become a good human being. Give them a big hand of applause. Where are you from? I'm from Manipur. Well, you know it. Arman comes from Manipur. Yeah, we'll come. Listen. You all know what Manipur is going through. Do you know? Are you aware of the political facts and the situation Manipuris are going through? He would have gone through the kind of hardships you can't even imagine, right? And still he's standing here with a gold medal doing engineering. So this is what you all must be aspiring to. One example I'll give you is Ms. Sandhya herself. She was telling us about her upbringing, her background, where she's come from, which I think will relate with most of us here, 99% of us, which you and I will relate to. So how have they come up? Hard work, dedication, faith in God, and honesty. I'm sure he has done the same thing to get the medal, right? When did you start kickboxing?
I started kickboxing on 2024, but I was Taekwondo player.
Taekwondo, okay.
I started kickboxing on 2024.
1 year and he gets a gold medal. Can you believe it? It takes 10, 15, 20 years maybe to get to that point of a gold medal in an international event. So I want you all to remember, I keep him as an ideal in your mind, keep Ms. Sandhya in your mind, and work towards your future. No shortcuts in life. The shorter the cut, the harder you fall. The quicker you climb, the harder you fall, the quicker you fall. Step by step, build up your future and have faith in the Almighty.
Thank you for the valuable words, sir. Thank you so much. Rewards and recognitions are equally important when trying to promote performance and morale among students. As the saying goes, pay the worker his dues before his sweat has dried up. It reminds us of the value of timely appreciation. Today, we take pride in honoring those who have shown exceptional dedication, perseverance, and excellence. Let this moment serve not only as recognition of past efforts, but also as inspiration for continued pursuit of greatness. I would like to call upon Dr. Saifullah Khan sir, convener, for the prize distribution.
Dr. Saifullah Khan, convener of today's event, Ghousiana 2025, and present you a very, very important section of the today's function, that is prize distribution. Today we will recognize the outstanding achievements in various categories such as university examination toppers, sports activity, and cultural events. I will begin with the students who perform excellent, fabulous, and marvelous academic performance in the university examination. I request today's our chief guest, Dr. Sandhya R. Anvika Madam, to felicitate our student and present mementos and certificate to the meritorious students. Third semester topper, Ghousia PR, IS department. Sushmita Y. Kubra Salim, 1st semester topper in CBA course. Sixth semester topper Y. Sushmita. She has scored 91.42%. A big round of Ghousia plants. Salim, 95.2%, 8th semester topper, as well as overall knowledge topper. Inclusive of all semesters, she has scored 95.2%. She has scored 476 marks out of 500. NPTEL awardee Ananya, Hemawati, Ananya, Hemawati, Reshma ML. 51 credit NPTEL award. He has scored 21 credits. Next one is all from IIT. Next is Reshma. Sayyid Nawaz, Math Recitation Girls, Riya Javeed, Sayyida Suhana Siraj, Riya Javeed and Sayyida Suhana Siraj. Islamic Quiz Boys Winners, Muhammad Ismail, Muhammad Sajid. Islamic Quiz Girls winner Zainab Rakia, Saida Rushane Siraj, Shaista Afreen, Fiza Fatima. Mariam Hamid. Islamic quiz. Islamic quiz girls winner Zainab Sufyan Fatima. Islamic quiz girls runner Saida Rafatul Rahman, Saida Khani. Antakshari winners be ready. Sanjay Ghousia. Lakshika Sinchana, Manushri, Mohammad Nas and Ajay, singing, and Chandana. Ananya, Victoria, second prize. Kabaddi runners. Maruti and team. Tilak Gowda, Venugopal, Pradeep, Chirad Gowda, Deegan and Abhishek. Next, volleyball winners. Volleyball runner team. Volleyball winners team. Chandan, Bharat, Shivswamy, Lohi, Yeshwa, Jafar, Tanzim, Mohammad Farhan, Mahmud Al Hassan, Aranuddin. Next, football winners Faisal and team, Sheikh Minaruddin, Mohammad Zama, Revin. Throwball winners Kusuma, Bindu, Yamini, Kaveri, Umra, Sumaya, Ashwini and Divya and Purva. Nandana, Saida Simran, Tanushri, Neetushri and Niharika. Kusuma and team. Nadeem, Chandan, Kiran, Sanjay, Shreyas, Harsha, Prajwal, Rohit. Kampana, Anjali. Boys chess winners Syed Ayman Ilyas, Jiman. Badminton for boys. Badminton runners. Tug of war. Tug of war by Bharat, Vinay, Kiran and Chandan. Tug of war runners. Boys Sanjay and Abhishek. Tug of war runners. Lokesh, Kaushik, Vinayak, Nitish Kumar. Super minute.
Lastly, I would like to thank Dr. Saifullah Khan, sir, convener of this event. Thank you so much, sir, for your support. Every ending marks with a new beginning. So, with warmth in our hearts and smiles on our faces, फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते. Another thing, the media has been asked me to repeat a few lines. I would like to repeat those lines, sir. तदबीर के दस्ते जर्री से तकदीर दरख्शां होती है. तदबीर के दस्ते जर्री से तकदीर दरख्शां होती है. खुदरत भी मदद फरमाती है जब कोशिशें इंसान होती है. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful experience. Thank you.